Hey, that thing was on. I gotta go low on the gain. Too much. Way too much. Ah? Ah? Oh god, man, I keep getting kicked off of every live that I do because my computer is dying. I've turned down the bitrate to 2000 today. So hopefully that makes a difference. I don't know that it will. It may or it may not. It's looking like I might have to buy a Mac. That might be the only way I get another computer is through a Mac. I found like a $500 little mini Mac that might be worth the purchase price. But uh even that is like a lot of money. I also don't want to just buy something cheap. I want to buy something that lasts at least a few years, like 5 years minimum. I know. I mean, Macs are usually pretty well built. Also, has to be something that's gonna work with everything that I use for stream. Which might be the more difficult part, possibly. But we are going to Colorado Springs. We're going to Colorado Springs. Huh. Isn't that weird? Huh. Oh, we're going to Colorado of all places. Oh man, that's weird. I didn't make it do that. I had one or two options. It was either Colorado Springs or some other place. Look. I've got literally two options. That's it on the whole map. I've got Colorado Springs over here, and then we've got this one, which is Millbank. Colorado Springs pays more. That's why I picked it. My thing here keeps messing up. I think something's poorly plugged in. Gotta check on all of these. But anyway, I don't know when this thing is gonna kick me out again. Yesterday, I don't think I made it through the first 15 or 20 minutes of the flight before it crashed on me. It was not what I wanted. I tell you what. I tell you what. That is not what we were looking for. Not what we were looking for. Not what we were looking for. Man, a little crazy today. A little bit crazy. It's a little bit nuts. Just a little bit. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. You guys remember that? Yeah, maybe. I was hoping I could find that. Here's.
I'm a banana. I'm a banana.
I got nothing. Audio is off. Let's try it again.
I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. Look at me move. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. Look at me move. Banana power. Banana power. Banana power. Banana power. Banana power. Banana power. Look at me move. Uh-oh, Benetton. Uh-oh, Benetton. Uh-oh, Benetton. Stop!
The
Stop!
whole thing. I just looked it up. I was hoping it was in here, and it was. That's crazy. This postman app is now kind of fun. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. Look at me move. All I need is the visuals now. All I need is the visuals, the visuals, the visuals, the visuals, the igloo. The igloo. I'm looking for a YouTuber and lo-fi. Alright, let's go ahead and accept this thing. We're bringing in the PC-24 30,000. I don't know if I think I checked on it once I landed yesterday. I might be okay. Oop, why is it crooked? I don't like that. Let's manage this aircraft. Let's manage the crap out of it. Manage. Yeah, I just gotta clean it up. It's in good condition. Everything's up to date. Wash it and then let's seal it up. Oh man, these flights were taking me 3 hours each. I was getting pretty similar money to what I'm getting now, but now that I've got upgraded to PC-24, they take an hour and a half. I feel like landings are easier than they were in the Cessna. At least for me, they are. You can fly a lot higher. You can fly a lot faster because again, it's cutting down the time a lot. And then auto throttle is amazing. I mean, you could set speed on the other one, but again, it's just the whole thing. The only really sucky part is that you can't get an S in this plane because it's gonna ding you. It's gonna ding you every time. You'll see what I mean. It's gonna go ding ding on you. It'll be ding-delicious. Oh. You can get all of them, I think, from right here. You don't have to go anywhere. Right there, and then the last one right there, which is also kind of cool. I don't have to walk around the plane, even though as big as this beast is. I mean, not a, it's beautiful though, isn't it? Definitely a good purchase, man. I'm not regretting this one at all. at all. I bought a smaller one. I bought the my first plane that I bought was the I want to say Cyrus Vision. No, it's not the Cyrus Vision. It's also show it to you guys later. I can't think of the name right now. But it's called.
Roger that. Dispatching patient.
Oh my god, I can't think of it. But I think I spent like 2 fights in it total. Nothing wrong with it, but it's not efficient. Might do it again. I mean, I'm so glad it's in my. Watch, it's gonna ding me because it's gonna say I moved. When I didn't move, I haven't gone nowhere. I'm just gonna turn the plane on. We're waiting for engine.
Hey,
See?
Captain. While Christine is checking things, I'll do a quick brief. Today, we're taking back home Mr. Jason Duffy, 45 years old.
Every time.
System test.
Repatriation
Okay.
after of a significant surgical intervention.
Like that.
Jason's colleague is here too. Name's Chris.
Chris is here?
Jason's conscious, but in shock, so fly him smooth and slow.
You have to skip a lot because you don't have to do that. Started at 11. Yesterday was 11. I hadn't seen that yet on this. FLC has to be on. We will leave the VNAV off. Forgot I gotta send the route. Navigation to. Let me do that. And we're gonna accept it. And we can keep VNAV on. I mean, nav on. We will leave the auto throttle. We're gonna do manual, and we'll set it at 230 knots. For today. Throw it on. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Oh, low bank. Alright. Okay. Now, stick the map. Ooh. A lot of turns at the beginning, but the rest of this was very easy. Out, left, left, easy lefts. You can do those manual. And back to the screen. Leave that the way it is. Everything is flaps turned down for some reason. Goes up. Everything else looks good. That's taxi. Taxi brake. That way. Power. Oh, short is very close. It's also a lot less loud, I feel like, than the other plane, even though it's a jet engine. It's weird. If outside, sometimes it's too loud.
1 Delta, 1 traffic. Latest Hotel
Doing
Bravo
this, I
Victor
think,
Romeo
less.
uniform. Taking off runway tree 1. South departure. 1
The
Delta
other
1.
one was? How long is this runway? Not very long. That's one of the downsides of this thing. It does take considerable room to take off. I will have to put all the flaps down because of how small this thing is. Try and use up as much of the runway as I can. I'm not gonna center it. Just put it here. What we're gonna do is flaps down. Increase that lift up. And I'm actually gonna do full power first, and then I'll put the brake. Not a very long runway, but I'm gonna take it all the way to the edge before I lift. Alright. 60, 70. Up, 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 up. Up, come on. Come on. Come on. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. That's up. Turning. Gentle turn, gentle turn. We have someone
Minneapolis
sitting in
Center.
the back.
Pilatus Hotel Bravo Victor Romeo uniform is
Might
type
take us a little
Pilatus
longer to get back to
PC-24.
live.
1 miles northwest of 1 Delta 1. 1400. Request flight following.
Pilatus Hotel Bravo Victor Romeo uniform. Minneapolis Center. Squawk 2142.
Squawk 2142. Pilatus Victor Romeo uniform.
Come back to the
Pilatus Victor Romeo uniform. Radar contact 2 miles northwest of 1 Delta 1. 3000. Altimeter tree 018.
there. Knowledge.
Roger. Pilatus Victor Romeo uniform. Stall.
Does speak out a lot, doesn't it?
Minneapolis Center. Pilatus Hotel Bravo Victor
Autopilot,
Romeo
let go.
uniform. 3 miles west of 1 Delta 1. 3900. Request to Buds. Ready to copy.
Pilatus Hotel Bravo Victor Romeo uniform is cleared to book airport as filed. Squawk 2142.
Alright, roger, roger.
Pilatus Hotel Bravo Victor Romeo uniform cleared to Buds Airport as filed. Squawk 2142.
Pilatus Victor Romeo uniform, read that correct. Radar contact 5500. Altimeter tree 019er, turn left heading 215. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain flight level tree 00.
30,000.
Turn left
Fix
heading
that.
215. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain flight level tree 00. Pilatus Victor Romeo uniform.
Perfect. I'd rather be up there than at 11,000 any day. Too bumpy. Ooh, so loud, huh? Very loud. I was learning about the PC-24 yesterday before I got interrupted. Watching this thing. What's this other thing?
At the speed limit, but this is the first time I'll be flying Pilatus's PC-24. I'm excited to see what it can do. The Pilatus PC-24 is a unique airplane, and its features, amenities, and performance have made it a top seller in the light jet market. In 2023, Pilatus Aircraft announced major upgrades to the PC-24, including structural changes that resulted in a 600-pound payload increase to 3,100 pounds and range with 6 passengers growing to 2,000 nautical miles. Some of these include modifying wing spars and ribs, changing how the nose landing gear is machined, and switching the spoilers to carbon fiber from aluminum. Deliveries of the upgraded aircraft began in 2024. With a massive cargo door, 501 cubic foot cabin, and its ability to take off and land on unpaved runways, the PC-24 has sold more than 500 copies since entering service in 2017. To make it able to land on unpaved runways, Pilatus engineers made the double-slotted Fowler flaps act like mudguards to protect the engines from stray debris, and they fitted the nose gear with a removable fairing to protect the underbody from gravel damage. To experience the new features in the latest version of the PC-24, I jumped at the opportunity to go flying with Pilatus Business Aircraft Chief Pilot Gerard Lamb. With 5 people aboard and 3,220 pounds of fuel, we planned a flight from Rocky Mountain Metro to Telluride, a challenging mountainous airport in the Colorado Rockies. Our takeoff weight was 16,136 pounds, 2,604 pounds below maximum takeoff weight. After starting the right engine, Lamb showed me the quiet power mode, which runs the engine at 75% of idle speed and essentially operates in place of an auxiliary power unit to cool or heat the cabin and power some of the systems.
All right.
Our rotation speed
Again,
was just
I remember this part.
97 knots with
So snug.
flaps set to 8 degrees. For the first takeoff, Lamb took the controls. After lining up on runway 30 left, he moved the power levers forward until the auto throttles engaged. Each engine delivers 3,420 pounds of thrust at maximum continuous power, but they are capable of 3,600 pounds in automatic power reserve mode, which is only for emergencies. Pilots need to be careful not to push the throttles too far and get into that mode because it adds extra engine cycles and should only be used when absolutely necessary. Lamb showed me how it's necessary to give the yoke a strong pull at rotation speed, and the PC-24 lifted off promptly. After retracting the landing gear and flaps, and with the auto throttles on, we followed the flight director's guidance and turned to the north while climbing to avoid terrain to the west. After briefly leveling off at 8,000 feet, we continued climbing, eventually leveling off at the PC-24's maximum altitude of flight level 450, where the cabin altitude was 8,000 feet. It didn't take me long to get used to the Honeywell Advanced Cockpit Environment flight deck. For pilots who grew up on Garmin avionics, the Honeywell system takes a little getting used to, but it is a fully capable, powerful, integrated avionics suite. There are a lot of buttons in this cockpit because these aren't touchscreen displays. However, there is a touchscreen controller below the lower multifunction display, and here pilots can select active displays, tune radios, and set transponder codes, access data link communications, swap multifunction displays, and record events. It also acts as a pop-up keyboard for data entry and as a cursor
That makes
control
it so
device
special.
as an alternative to the
They
physical
go
control.
full on the
Level
detail.
at flight
They go
level
hard.
450, I kept the power set to
Like
max
it's Forza took it
continuous,
to the
and the
10th level.
PC-24 accelerated toward the Mach 0.73 MMO barber pole on the airspeed tape. At the speed limit,
imagine
the
if
auto
GTA,
speed
for
protection
example,
system kicked on and instructed the
took
auto
it to this
throttles to
level of
reduce
detail. I
power
mean,
to prevent overspeeding. Auto
like
speed
the Red Dead
protection will
Redemption
also
is
help
like
prevent low speed
the
problems
only other
by
one that maybe
adding
I can
power,
think of.
and it works whether or not the auto throttles are switched on. I flew 2 sets
Wow,
of
they feel
left
so
and right
different.
steep turns, and the PC-24 pirouetted smoothly with 0 buffet at that high altitude. Lamb showed me the PC-24's bank limit protection feature, which adds a tactile feedback force to lateral control when the bank angle approaches or exceeds 51 degrees at low roll rates or 49 degrees at high rates of roll, pushing the angle back to 31 degrees before deactivating. The tactile feedback can be overridden using the touch control steering button on the yoke.
Tactile feedback.
At ISA +5 and
I
with
don't get that.
auto throttles and autopilot on, the PC-24 settled at Mach 0.719 and a true airspeed of 460 knots, earning a total of 924 pounds per hour. Descending toward Telluride, we set up the RNAV Y approach to runway 09. The moving map and vertical situation display clearly depicted the high terrain around the airport as we crossed the cone's VOR at 13,000 feet, then followed the 3.69 degree glide path from the final approach fix. The synthetic vision showed the runway centerline extending from the runway outline well before we could see the runway perched on a mesa visually, and the auto throttle smoothly followed the speed schedule down to 135
Somebody explain to me,
knots
why did he go to
as we crossed the
250 when I
final
have it
approach
set at
fix
240?
to 105 knots on the glide path, then to the 94
Oh,
knot VREF as we neared the runway.
because it hit it.
Lamb
Because it hit the
switched
goal.
off the autopilot, but kept
Hit
the auto
30K.
throttles on until short final,
All right.
then eased the power off shortly before the PC-24 floated over
Because
the
it hit it.
numbers.
Power cycle.
40, 30,
I know my limit now is
20,
250. Okay.
10.
So if
For
I
a
do it, I
smooth
can't go past
touchdown.
230 for the climb, but then
Lamb
I can get it
recommended
pretty
maximum
close.
braking, and the PC-24 stopped with 3,500 feet of runway remaining. As we taxied in, we couldn't help noticing a flight test Gulfstream G800 sitting on the ramp, so of course we parked right next to it. After lunch, we added more fuel, and on the way back, we decided to visit Colorado Springs for some touch and goes. Terrain dictates
That's where
taking
we're
off
going.
to the west on Telluride's runway
That's
27
hilarious,
and
man.
climbing to cross Cone's VOR before
How
turning
many different
east.
things have to like just fall in place?
Right, airborne. Climbing away, gear. TL is
Colorado
good.
Springs.
Clear on the terrain if you want to follow that. It's right off
I guess
our
we get to see
nose.
it.
The PC-24 easily outpaced the terrain after takeoff. Then we climbed to flight level 330 for the short flight to Colorado Springs. Lamb wanted to demonstrate a single-engine go-around, so we continued south to Pueblo, Colorado, and flew the RNAV runway 17 approach. As we neared the airport, he set the flaps to 15 degrees, retarded the right power lever, and lowered the landing gear. I could feel the automatic trim adjusting the rudder to compensate for the thrust differential.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go around here. Buttons coming in.
After the go-around, he demonstrated a slow speed recovery, allowing the
Look, it's been
airspeed to
blind
bleed
itself.
off until the auto throttle engaged to add power as the PC-24 slowed to 112 knots.
Don't normally want to do
Is
this.
he flying himself?
Gear, gear,
This will help us out
Gear.
here.
gear, 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 gear,
All throttle
Gear.
engaged.
gear, gear.
I know why I'm in here, man.
Engaged.
Might be lost.
And then it's going to maintain this speed that's right above. Even though I had set a speed below at 80 knots, it's going to maintain this slower speed as we go there.
Back to normal, we proceeded to Colorado Springs and runway 17, where winds were gusting to 17 knots and a rain shower slowly passed over the airport. We slowed down to line up with other traffic that was waiting for the rain shower to move
Might
on,
be
then
lost.
did another single engine go around, this time with the left engine at idle.
What's up, coin? Coin 2 there.
So I'm completely hands off. It's got trim and look how much
It's
is
a
trim
great
in there
spelling. Cool
automatically.
team.
And we're flying straight
It
down
tells
the
me that you
runway.
watched
Gonna
the
get in
show.
gear.
Gear.
That's
Gear.
It's gonna start
a more
accelerating.
recent revelation.
Gear.
It was
Gear.
spoken forever.
Gear. Gear.
Look at
Gear.
look where we're at here.
Gear. Gear. Gear.
Look at it flying
Gear.
itself, man.
Gear.
He's not gonna touch
Gear.
it. It's gonna land itself.
Gear. Gear.
It's accelerating out nicely.
Is he gonna touch
Back
it?
to MCT. It's easy peasy, anticlimactic, huh?
I enjoyed some good gusty wind practice during 2 touch and goes at Colorado Springs.
it is touching.
The PC-24 handled precisely
at the very
in the
end.
squirrely conditions, and touching down smoothly proved to be no problem. We used just 15 degrees of
Alright, we're getting a
flaps
switch.
to make the touch and goes simpler and safer.
Turn a little red rudder. Brakes.
Feel bad at all close to the runway.
Perfect.
50. 40. 30.
There you go, nice. Perfect. Okay, let me make sure. Stand them up.
Standing up. Beats good. Rotating.
Roger.
Let's
Okay.
brake. Gear up.
Here, yaw damp's coming on.
Returning to Broomfield, the passengers had to endure a bit of bouncing around as we stayed low and maneuvered between the Rocky Mountains and some more rain showers. We kept track of the weather thanks to the Honeywell RDR 7000 weather radar. The wind was blowing straight along runway 30 left and gusting to 33 knots. With
They're just
full
going up and
flaps
down,
on
up and
short
down, up and
final,
down, up and
it
down,
looked
up
like
and
the
down, up and back.
PC-24 was pointing down steeply and that the nose wheel would hit first, but that wasn't the case. I just had to give the yoke a small tug to pull the nose up slightly as we neared the runway,
Guess we had to
and the
control that motion a bit
PC-24
better.
touched gently on the main wheels,
You're gonna have to learn.
and then the nose wheel
more
followed.
intentional with my face.
Thanks to the strong wind of the spoilers, I hardly had to use any braking. The PC-24 was one of the few jets I'd never flown in recent years, and I'm glad I
PC-24.
waited so I could see the new features and get a better perspective on how it compares to the competition. Some of the interesting interior features in the PC-24 include an optional 3-place divan that is 6 feet 6 inches long and folds into a bed, a second row of executive seats that swivels 180 degrees to form a double club seating area, adjustable cargo volume depending on the number of seats, a hard door enclosed forward lavatory, an optional forward galley, and a new Lufthansa Technik in-flight entertainment system with 3D moving map. Pilatus does all the completions for US-bound PC-24s at its Broomfield, Colorado US headquarters. Interior component kits are manufactured by F-List in Austria
We're going
and
home.
shipped to Broomfield, but Pilatus specialists do all the seat covering and customization there too.
They
The
make it in
work is
Colorado.
painstaking and exacting, and no one is rushing to get the job done. Everyone takes their time to make sure the interior appointments match the quality that buyers expect from Pilatus, and the exteriors are part of the process too, with full paint facilities on site. It's no surprise that Pilatus Aircraft has sold so many PC-24s, which is so popular that it takes 2 years from placing an order to taking delivery. From the pilot's perspective, the PC-24 delivers outstanding performance in a light jet that is a pleasure to fly and does exactly what Pilatus promises.
That's wonderful. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I want something like this for every plane. Let's see if we can follow them. They're called that. I'm gonna sub and hit this like, and we're gonna check them out. What else they got? Bombardier. Salt Falcon. What the heck is that? they got a lot of stuff on here, man. I'm gonna be back at this. Let's go check on the patient. We haven't reached 30? Oh, we gotta do the 33. Not recognizing it. Sometimes it does that. We'll put the FOC on. Let the plane do the thing. Alright. Where's the buddy? Is that the buddy? Oh, that must be the buddy. I guess they always get a buddy. We got an old man this time. He always looks so creepy. So weird. What's he wearing? Are those yes? Yeah, I'm gonna stay here while they do their thing. They don't even move. I wish they like moved around and stuff. They actually did stuff, you know? I mean, that would be super next level for what is a flight sim, but I think it would be maybe the next game they can do that. I intend to until they tell me I'm too high. You are too high. Please reach 30,000. When you are 30,000 already. Ridiculous. Alright. Kinda wanna look at some Colorado Springs stuff. Hand over. I'm gonna say travel by Colorado. Mm, We gotta be. There's something that could be.
Thanks to its central location, Colorado Springs is an
I want something fun. Come on. It has to start with music. Start with some music.
Nestled at the base of Pikes Peak and the majestic Rocky Mountains, Colorado Springs has captivated visitors for over a century. Its breathtaking sandstone sculptures, red rock formations, and serene waterfalls offer endless outdoor adventures. Beyond nature, this vibrant city boasts rich cultural attractions. Explore museums showcasing its history, or wander through the charming streets of Old Colorado City. Colorado Springs blends dramatic landscapes with fascinating heritage, making it a must-visit destination for every traveler.
Alright.
In this video, we explore the best things to do in Colorado Springs. We've collected a list of the top Colorado Springs attractions, so make sure to
Gotta
include
mix
them
it
in
up.
your list if you're a visitor.
Can't find a mix up.
At first in the list, number 1, Garden
Thanks
of the
for mixing up.
Gods. Garden of the Gods showcases stunning sandstone spires and red rock formations that captivate visitors. Nestled northwest of Colorado Springs, this serene park offers a wealth of outdoor activities. You can explore over 300 unique sandstone sculptures like Balanced Rock, Sentinel Spires, and Steamboat Rock, all perfect for capturing incredible photos. With epic hiking trails, horseback riding, and rock climbing opportunities, the park is a paradise for adventurers. Its breathtaking landscapes and panoramic mountain views make it a must-visit destination. This natural wonder truly lives up to its name. Number 2, Pikes Peak. Rising to an impressive height of 4,032 meters, Pikes Peak dominates the Colorado Springs skyline. Its iconic snow-capped summit is the most visited and photographed mountain in the region.
It looks like you're playing.
Originally named the Mountain of the Sun by the Ute people, it later gained fame as Pikes Peak after explorer Zebulon Pike. The scenic drive or cog railway journey to the summit offers breathtaking vistas and inspiration, as it did for the patriotic song America the Beautiful. For hikers, challenging trails lead to unforgettable views from its summit. Pikes Peak is a Colorado Springs treasure. Number 3, Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is a family favorite, perched at an altitude of 2,046 meters on the slopes of Cheyenne Mountain. It is recognized as the highest zoo in the United States.
There must not be native
Visitors
there.
can marvel at over 750 animals from nearly 150 species, including Amur tigers, leopards, and orangutans. With interactive exhibits, engaging displays, and a tram offering panoramic views, the zoo blends education with entertainment. Ranked among the nation's best, it ensures unforgettable experiences for all ages.
That's enough of that. I didn't know we went robot with it. I did not know we went robot with it. This thing looks interesting as heck.
Dassault's new Falcon 6X business jet is built to fly passengers 5,500 nautical miles in comfort. But for the pilots working up front, situational awareness is paramount. And the aircraft's Easy4 avionics suite is designed to provide them with all the tools to make their jobs easier and safer.
I'm Philippe Duchâteau, the Chief Test Pilot for Dassault Aviation. I'm very happy to welcome you in the Falcon 6X cockpit. We are going to have a few words about the Easy4 avionics that help us fly safely to all destinations in the world, and the way we interact with those screens, and how we get the best out of this that we have on the Falcon 6X. So the basics of it is we have 4 displays, 4 big displays, and we can go from one display to the other using a trackball that I just use here. When I'm sitting on the right, like now, I can go on those 3 screens. When I'm sitting on the left, like where you are now, you can go on your 3 screens. This cursor that you see is fully interactive. I can go on any points. And then if I press on the switch on the side, I go on a sub-menu. And on the sub-menu, you've got all the options linked to that very point. For example, I can go direct to this point, and the system will compute the direct heading to go straight to Argus waypoint. And this is true. On the waypoint list here, you see, I can go from one point to another. And let's say Landivisio, we want to have a hold down there, so we can go and do a holding pattern. Here we go. So I define a hold and say I want to turn left, and then I do apply, and now I've got a hold I can activate, and I've got a hold in Landivisio, which is very nice and easy way to interact with the airfield. So you have seen that I changed the scale, turning this rotary switch there. The definition is very good. I've got what we call 2D and 3D AMM, which is detailed airport indications. And you see, if I keep zooming, I've got all informations. I've got the taxiways, I've got the apron slots, I can move on the airfield, and I can consult the bits and pieces. For example, I want to know which taxiway is there, and you see it's a D taxiway, starting there, going all the way down to the south. And unzooming, I'll go to all the way to a 4,000 nautical miles scale with a circular world on which is very easy to move. You see, unzooming, still unzooming, and here we go. Now I can rotate, go to my destination airfield, Dallas, center the map, and zoom in again, all the way to the parking slots very quickly. And here you go, you see, you've got all the parking slots in Dallas airport. Okay, so quickly I can center back to my own position so that I can get ready for the flight. Okay, when I want to get my flight ready, I just go on the flight management window, which is this one, and I've got different tabs right from the beginning. I can say which speed I want to cruise, at which altitude, how many passengers I've got, and how many fuel I will carry, and this gives me my gross weight. Okay, so the next tab is the takeoff tab, or I will select the runway. I will select the wind temperature, the QNH, the arming of the auto throttle right after takeoff, and I've got my computed takeoff parameters. This is done by the system, and I can compute that on a dry or on a wet runway. The regulation is I've got to get a second way to check those data, so the second way of computation is done on the Falcon Sphere suite that we have got on the electronic fly bag on the side. And on those ones, I can compute those figures as well, and I just cross-check to make sure that those figures agree and I can use them for takeoff. Very useful part as well is in the cruise tab. I have what I call the what if. The what if is, what if, for example, on this very long trip, I accelerate to 0.83 of Mach, okay? Then I go on the compute key, and I will have all the computations done. Okay, so if I accelerate at 0.3 of Mach, it will cost me 700 pounds of fuel, but I will spare 20 minutes of timing. Now I have all the elements to decide if I want to do that or not. I don't want to decide. I don't want to do that because I want to.
We're gonna do.
Are there any concerns or update about my college status?
As we said, we're monitoring closely for any signs. So far, we're pretty confident.
Gotta cook some chicken now. Chicken. A little bit of pasta. Let it heat up. Let me touch on these kids.
Can you handle the pain, or do you need something first? Don't be a hero. Squeeze my hand once for yes, and twice for no. Oh, man. Got real strong, and now it's just jittering, huh? Well, you know what? Like, oh, like a relaxing. Not supposed to be like crazy action. Quiet. Look at this. You made pretty good progress. We're just over here. Almost at the halfway point. I guess you could have for this one. Computer hasn't crashed yet. That's the win. Maybe turning it down is actually going to make a difference. I don't know. Yeah. But that's good news. One thing. I know it's tough, Jason. I'll boost your pain meds. That should help.
Placement control.
Latest Victor Romeo uniform contact Minneapolis Center on
Alright, I'm getting a quick.
128.0. Good day.
Oh. Woo.
128.0, the latest Victor Romeo uniform. Minneapolis Center, Palladius Hotel Bravo, Victor Romeo uniform is passing flight level tree 05, descending flight level tree 00. Palladius Hotel Bravo, Victor Romeo uniform, Minneapolis Center, radar contact. Continue to Tango Delta Delta.
things quick. Quick, quick, quick. Gotta stay close. Did I finish that? Did I finish it? No way, right? I prefer the Stella. Hold on. Closer for the real thing. Alright. I see you're back. What's good? It's Yaga. You wanna eat? Yes? Hey, you wanna eat? Okay. Where's your mommy? Oh. Warrior's gonna come over here and start yanking stuff. Gotta hide it. Until I'm back. Alright. I bet this thing is crashing.
The latest Victor Romeo uniform contact Denver Center on 1
That's all right.
Good day. 1.1 the latest Victor Romeo uniform.
We're going right by the house.
Denver Center, the latest Hotel Bravo Victor Romeo uniform is passing flight level tree 05, descending flight level tree 00. The latest Hotel Bravo Victor Romeo uniform, Denver Center, radar contact, continue to Tango Delta Delta.
Oh, technology. sticks in my back. Crazy sticks in my back. What is that? Why can I not? Look, it's a... Oh, where'd it go? Yeah. Huh? Uh-huh. What do you mean? He can't. Not while he can see. He doesn't know you're here? Maybe. May as well come lay down over here. That's true. He does do that. Nobody can lay down on that sofa. So,
How long have you been medical without a
no, I got my camera. He doesn't do that. Alright. Alright. Last back, I think. Oh. Careful.
Can you handle the pain or do you need something first?
Yeah,
Don't be a hero. Squeeze my hand once for yes, and twice for no.
Pause it. Okay, I gotta add in some.
Jason, I'll be monitoring you during flight. Just standard procedure.
Do you want the ranch? Alimo? Hey! Have you lost your mind? Raja, you put him over here. Can you please keep an eye on him? I know, but just keep an eye on him. Please. I'm coming right back.
You are doing great, Jason. Hardcore.
The other phone's over here on the table. Lock. You wanna eat now? You wanna eat now?
Sorry to bother you. I'm gonna check your eyes with my pen right here. Fine. You can close them now if you feel it helps.
You want Yamako? Oh, I didn't put olive oil on it. Let me know if you want it. Want the cheese? The cheese? Oh, not that kind of cheese. It's powdered cheese. Careful.
Chris, any previous medical conditions for Jason I should be aware of? I'm just checking to make sure the medical file is up to date.
Perhaps, yes. He's allergic to some intelligent asthma.
Good to know. It's already noted in the file. Thanks.
Is that enough? What? Is food? not having real food. I swear to God, he can't be eating this all the time. There's no nutrients. Hey, come and eat, please. Don't poke her. Jagger, just eat your food, please. Eat your food, and then it's time for bed. You try it with the ranch? Huh? Did you try it with the ranch? Jagger, please have a seat and eat your food. You asked for it earlier. I made it for you. Just want you to sit down and eat it. Oh, where were we? I'm sorry, what? No. No candy. More candy today. Finish your meal. Can I go to bed? Finish your meal. We can read a book. And then we can go to bed. I know you want some candy. Kunyamino candy. I'm cool. Who's cool? Come sit down and eat your food, please. No, that's okay. You're almost done. You want me to read your book today, right?
Jason is in good hands.
Then I need you to sit.
We're taking him to the hospital as quickly as possible.
Sorry. I'm just
Yeah. Don't step on that. Why what? Finish eating. Then you get back. Yep, finish what's in your mouth. It's cool. I'm cool. Yeah.